Gentlemen, it is Christopher Greene. Hard hitting it in your freaking face. I moved inside. It was getting a little loud with the landscapers earlier this morning, but I've got a very special holiday Christmas video for you. I'm going to break down what no one else in the world is saying, or maybe a lot of you don't know about the crypto industry and where crypto and Bitcoin actually came from, and why I really believe that we are on the cusp of the next secular bull market. And we're going to break new records and new all-time highs very soon. Let's start with the crony, criminal, lying scumbag mainstream media. Now, step back, okay, just a couple of years ago, the mainstream media, CNBC, the Wall Street Journal, Fortune Magazine, Forbes, were all pumping crypto, hard hitting it in your face, pumping every single day, doing huge exposés and reports on, hey, just this young guy put $10,000 into Shiba coin or the Doja coin, and now it's worth $300 million. New millionaires being minted. Cryptocurrencies hitting new all-time highs. Is Bitcoin the future? SBF's face planted on Fortune and Forbes. And we saw all of this mania propelled by the mainstream media. Now, conversely, we see the opposite. Okay, everybody was chitter-chattering about crypto, Bitcoin, saying it's the next big thing. It's the new internet. It's the next Tesla, Google, Amazon. Now the exact opposite is true for the mainstream media. Now the headlines read, crypto apocalypse, SBF in prison, can't get his vegan meals. He's living with the rats and the fishes now. End of crypto. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Jim Cramer singing the praises of all these people. So they blew it up. This is what I want you to understand. The mainstream media, CNBC, sporting arenas, celebrity personalities, Matt Damon, all these other figures blew up crypto. This was propelled by the mainstream media. They were wanting you to get in. They wanted to pump this bag. And now what are they doing? The opposite. Crypto winter. Crypto apocalypse. Will it ever be the same again? Ooh, Bitcoin's going to go to 5K. The regulators are out and they're on the prowl. So we already know that the mainstream media, which is a lying sack of you-know-what, and they're psychopaths that literally work for the deep state, and they're bought and paid for by these same people. I mean, Jim Cramer at CNBC called the Theranos chick the next, quote, Steve Jobs. Just to give you an example, okay, of who they put up on pedestals. We know that the new story next year is going to be the new crypto turnaround. Is this crypto bull market for real? Who will be the next Amazons, Googles, Teslas, and Facebooks emerging from the crypto crisis? The new Mark Zuckerberg. Now keep in mind, Elon Musk and others also pumped the crypto pump and the Bitcoin pump in recent years. Elon Musk very famously changing the hashtag to his Twitter account to hashtag Bitcoin, and then propping up Doja coin on Saturday Night Live. So all these figures are in on it. So first you must understand that the mainstream media was much behind the previous pump, and they're much behind this now current dump. And they'll be much behind the new establishment of the blockchain cryptocurrency marketplace and industry in the coming years as we shatter new records, as Bitcoin crushes through multiple six figures, I think 250, 500K, as we see other cryptocurrencies go 100x, 1,000x. In fact, I've been saying this for years. So let's go back to the origin of where Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies came from, because I see a lot of misinformation out there. People really don't understand where it came from. So let me give you my take, which has been my take forever. This is why I got into crypto under 1,000. Just like the internet, which was DARPA created and then open sourced to private companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon that then grew the internet into the modern paradigm that it currently is. Same thing with Bitcoin. Same thing with cryptocurrency. DARPA, okay, and government entities and a consortium that made up Satoshi are essentially the genesis block of not just Bitcoin, but crypto. That's how we know it's a sure thing. I mean, even Donald Trump today came out. Make your 3 easy payments of $99.99, he says, and get his new Trump NFT baseball cards or whatever it is he's coming out with. This is a guy that is pro-US fiat dollars and was against Bitcoin just a year ago. Okay, a couple years ago when he was president of the United States. Doesn't even like Bitcoin. He's actually using cryptocurrency because he finds value in it. That tells you everything that you need to know. So my point here being is that it's a little gray. It doesn't mean Bitcoin or crypto is bad just because it was DARPA launched at its genesis, just like the internet. And the reason they did this, like and share this, the reason they did this is the government isn't smart enough to create all this private enterprise, innovation, and invention in this technological transition that's essential. Artificial intelligence, all these new technologies. Just like they couldn't build the internet without Mark Zuckerberg, without people like Peter Thiel, people like Elon Musk, etc. They need the private market to go out there and construct in the Wild West these new forms of industry. And this is actually what they did and why they propped up people like SBF. And we currently see other people like CZ of Binance propped up because they needed these smart, talented individuals to build out the cryptocurrency market and industry. And open source technologies like Bitcoin, the number 1 blockchain in the world in terms of market cap and being a digital gold standard, before they eventually take it over and regulate it into oblivion. Now, I always said this from the beginning of BitcoinRich.com that this was the plan. And trust this plan. And as soon as regulation moved forward and they came down with the iron fist, like they're doing now, of the hardcore regulation, every single day now, it's a crypto apocalypse. It's the crypto winter. Jim Cramer says Coinbase is going to fall further. He still has a lot lower to go. The Shark Tank guy, Kevin O'Leary, testifying on Capitol Hill. It's all theater. It's all theater. So the mainstream media, this is your takeaway, pumped crypto and Bitcoin because that's what they want. Again, I told you the backstory of where Satoshi and all this stuff came from. They pump it up in the Wild West. It reaches a saturation point. Then they come down with the iron fist of regulation and the law. And that's how you know it's a sure thing. That's how you know that we're about to transition to where the media will be spouting off next year in 2023. Is this secular bull market and crypto for real? Coming from, I can see it on The Economist magazine, coming from the wreckage of the crypto collapse just a few short 12 months ago. And now the new emerging technologies and blockchains taking over the world. Who will be the next Jeff Bezos? Elon Musk has now adopted Bitcoin into Twitter as his payments platform. And the Dogecoin is now a payment technology implementing with this firm. So this is what they're going to do. It's all lies, it's all a circus act, and it's all a freak show. Okay, so when you understand all of this at its core, this is why I bought Bitcoin under 1,000 because I knew it was a sure thing just like the internet. When you understand that all of our society, all the financial institutions, the money supply, the creation of fiat dollars, when you understand that all of our society, institutionally, governmentally, is a scam, okay, that's when you actually get ahead. That's when you actually make the real money, okay? You make the real Bitcoins, so to speak. So this is where it's going. This is where we currently are. This is why I believe that we're on the cusp of the next secular bull market now. Regulation is a positive transition because, again, just like the internet used to be fragmented, decentralized. Now there's like 5 dudes that control the entire internet. They're going to do the same thing with cryptocurrencies. CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, the private market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, other technologies. There will be a few exchanges left standing. I think it'll be Coinbase and Gemini are the safest. Hopefully others like Binance survive. I'm rooting for them, although we see them under attack right now, and I think rightfully so because they should be liquidity tested. But again, there's no difference between any of these exchanges, SBF and Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon's company, JP Morgan, went to zero in 2008-09 on a total foundation of lies and a scam with zero liquidity. They don't have your money in the bank. It's a fractional reserve banking system, but he's not in jail. Only SBF is. The only difference is the banking system gets bailouts by taxpayers, is controlled by the central banking system. That's the only difference. So this is the real opportunity. And honestly, we see this in Donald Trump today. We see this in Donald Trump today launching NFTs. This is a guy who says he doesn't even like Bitcoin. He's like, no, buy my NFTs to save America. So also, how to turn $50,000 into $5 million or more this year in 2023. So many of you are so pessimistic on your own lives. You're not figuring out how to make cash flows, how to make money, and how to prosper in this environment. The number one question you should be asking yourself right now is how can you turn $50,000 into $5 million into the next cryptocurrency pump? And I'm being conservative because you could turn 50,000 into 10 million. And I've seen this happen more and more times, not just with myself, but within friends, within the cryptocurrency industry that build in times like these. In fact, this is why we launched Island Project in July, because I knew we were entering a crypto winter. Ooh, so scary, so scary. And I knew the mainstream media was going to dump it, and then they're going to pump. And so you've got to be positioned for the pump now. Understand everything's a scam. The media controls everything. The banking system controls everything. The regulators control everything. Now they're going to push us to new records after a little consolidation, after a little regulation. I mean, Jim Cramer is going to be, bullish on crypto eventually. All these people are going to jump back in once there's stabilization due to regulation. We always knew that this was going to happen. So how do you profit? How do you profit from all this? How do you turn $50,000 plus to $5 million in the coming months? Not financial advice. I have to say that, read my disclaimers and disclosures, but that's very doable. And I can teach you how to do that. You build a portfolio around cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, and you do it right now, and you learn about this stuff. And you can literally, legitimately turn $50,000 into $5 million or more, okay? Or more. That's 100x on your money. How do you do that? Portfolio construction, picking the right type of blockchain technologies, adding those positions to your portfolio, staking the correct cryptocurrencies, and also picking the right vehicles that can 100x. So let me give you an example of this. Is Bitcoin going to 100x, let's say in the next year? Probably not. That doesn't mean that it can't 100x over a long enough continuum time frame, and I think it will. I mean, people are calling for $1 billion Bitcoin, okay? People are realistically calling for $250,000 Bitcoin, as Tim Draper, the billionaire, is calling for. So those are massive, massive moves. But because Bitcoin's already so large, its equivalent gains, okay, typically are going to be a little bit more conservative and saturated than the other crypto technologies or blockchains that maybe you haven't heard of yet. So it's very important. Think about 2023, your best life, 1000xing yourself this year, profiting, pivoting, and leveraging, okay, from the crisis, from the crypto wreckage to become a future millionaire in 2023. And this is what I can help all of you do in position with this. So, I mean, these are the things I'm actually doing with my own money. So for example, Island Project. It's a real estate portfolio, tokenized with a community and a portfolio that creates cash flows that's launching its own blockchain 1000+X, that owns real estate outright with no debt. So for example, people say, well, Christopher, well, how am I going to turn, $50,000 into $5 million? Which obviously I can't guarantee that, but it's very, very possible. Well, you have two ways to do it. One, join us, because I've turnkeyed all of this. It's self-managed. Our portfolio is a self-managed portfolio by myself and my managerial team at islandproject.com. We already do it for you. Okay, and I can help you construct a portfolio at islandprojectclub.com. I got a special offer here for the holiday, a Santa offer, a Christmas tree, holiday gift offer that I'll put at the end of this video, links down here and up here for the Island Project Club. It's $1,500 to get in, includes a private Zoom call with me, and I'll help you plan and diversify your portfolio for 2023 for those potential 100x, if not 1000x gains and returns. So you do two things. One, you join a self-managed portfolio like Island Project that does this on your behalf, or you do exactly what we're doing. Okay, so if you have the knowledge and the expertise and you want to go invest millions of dollars of your own money, okay, and learn and invest tens of thousands of hours of your own time about all the other blockchains, and you want to learn how to private wallet, and you want to learn about cryptography and all the current trends are headed, and you want to do all that yourself, well, then you invest tens of thousands of hours, you invest millions of dollars of your own capital, you form and build teams, you register with the right regulators like we've done, and you do it on your own. The easiest option is you actually join us into a self-managed account that we run for you, that you own and fully control, and we manage the entire process as we go in this next secular bull market in 2023. That's the easiest way to do it. So here's my point with this video. What people are failing to realize is how manipulative and how much of a lying, psychopathic media industry truly exists today. How these guys are in on it, that they just pumped and dumped the entire cryptocurrency industry intentionally. They were the ones that created FOMO in 2020 and 21, leading us into 2022. Now they're the ones creating the FUD. Remember, every article popping out of CNBC over the lockdowns was pro-crypto, was, oh, look at all the money being made, look at all the Dogecoin millionaires, look at how Elon Musk is adopting Bitcoin, look at how we're hitting multi-trillion-dollar market caps. They're the ones that featured all these people on magazines and pumped it all up. And they're the same people now dumping. And why are they dumping? They're dumping for the planned regulation and the institutional takeover to steal your bags. You see, I've said this from the beginning, since the inception of Bitcoin Rich, for example, bitcoinrich.com, the number one teaching program in the world for blockchain education, which I launched years and years ago. I want you rich. I tell you the truth. We're the Diamond Nuts family, and these guys want you broke. They want you poor. They're the ones selling you the lie. The Jim Cramers, the CNBCs, the Kevin O'Learys of the world. They're the one blasting SBF on the cover of Forbes and Fortune and lying to your face. And by the way, none of these organizations will be held accountable for any of that, by the way. You know, they can hold all these other people accountable and make examples of everybody else, but the mainstream media, CNBC, they're fine. Even though they were running article after article after article after article. Even though politicians were endorsing FTX Arena and Crypto.com Arena. Nothing wrong with Crypto.com. I mean, Chris has done a pretty good job up to this point. So we've got to commend him. It looks like his firm and his exchange was, legitimate and much stronger, of course, than the scam that was FTX. But it's the mainstream media that actually did this. It's your politicians that actually did this. Now they're rolling in with their institutional bags, okay? And they're stealing from you. And next, they're going to pump this market to new records. And they're going to blow past all expectations in 2023 into 2025. And we're going to break records, and they're going to shift the narrative again, and you're going to be reading about the new crypto millionaires. And, oh, the next Amazon. Is this crypto secular bull market for real? Economist magazine. Surviving the crypto apocalypse. They might even feature CZ Binance again. His firm surviving, becoming the next Mark Zuckerberg. The next Canadian born, I think it is, billionaire, or wherever he's from. And they're going to reframe the whole media narrative once again. And you'll be reading about this in the papers. Just like we have the dot-com bust, Amazon stock collapsed 85%, and then it went on to go take over the entire world. And now Jeff Bezos owns everything. Okay, just like Elon Musk, look at Tesla stock. He sold $23 billion, I think it was, of Tesla stock recently. What is he doing? He's investing in the new technologies. He bought Twitter. He's going to integrate Twitter with blockchain technology, and he's going to make even more money. He's going to turn Twitter around. He's going to make billions and billions of dollars and more money. He might even sell it in the future, just like he did PayPal, right? They start a company, they 100x it, they sell it, and then they dump it off again. So, history repeats itself, is what I'm saying. So, this is a very exciting time. And human psychology I always find very perplexing because people always want to get into crypto and new trends and blockchain at tops, but not at the bottom. This is actually when you should be most greedy. Clicking the link below. Joining islandprojectclub.com. I've got a holiday special offer. Okay, so here's the offer. Click the link below at islandprojectclub.com today. Okay, it's a $1,500 one-time fee. It includes a personalized phone call Zoom meeting with me, your choice. For 30 minutes, we will go over and I will help position you, in my opinion, not financial advice, for record profits in 2023. You can ask me anything about getting out of the banks. What are the top picks? What do I think you should buy? You can ask me about Island Project, of course. This will help level you up too into the private placement if you want to get into that. It's access to me. And I only have this reserved for a limited time for this holiday as we close out the end of the year. We got like 15 days for 25 of you. Okay, so I'm almost sold out. I've got a link down here, islandprojectclub.com, islandprojectclub.com. You can also gift this to a family member or a friend or a student. Okay, very easy to do. It charges $1 to your credit card. So it's a reserve hold of just $1 to make the reservation today. As we fill the 25 spots, which we will soon, probably today. Okay, so make sure you get in. You can even pause this video, click the link below or up here. Get into islandprojectclub.com manually if you're on the road listening right now. Click it, register, a $1 hold to your credit card. Okay, and then as we close out the end of the year, processes $1,500 one-time fee, and then the scheduling of phone calls will go out for your private Zoom meeting and consulting call with me. I can't think of anything better. I can't think of any better way to help you guys one-on-one coach you and position for maximum profits and maximum success and maximum possible 1,000x gains in the future. And also, you can ask me anything, I'll tell you exactly what I think. The things that I can't say online, I can't say everything that I really think online. So it's great having that one-on-one relationship. Plus, you get the early bird access to our roadmap as Island Project rolls out. So for those of you that can't get into the 30K minimum barrier entry point to the private placement, the Island Project Club is an amazing opportunity that you need to get into. Do both. Come into the 30K, do the private consult as well for the 1,500. And again, because time is valuable, because your time is valuable, because my time is valuable, and I only have the necessary time to train one-on-one and help you position for that success for 25 people, I've limited the spots to 25. So get in. It's crazy today. We had Donald Trump come out, $99.99 to get his NFT cards, which is honestly brilliant. You got to admire Donald Trump. I give him crap sometimes, but Donald Trump is a great guy. He's obviously extremely smart. He's an amazing business person. He totally understands social engineering. He understands marketing. And one of the things I admire, although I don't agree with everything, and where I don't agree, is that this guy's a street fighter. Straight from New York. He never backs down, even if people disagree with him. And that honestly takes courage. It takes confidence. These are all qualities that we can admire. But the reason I point that out today is Donald Trump is proving how valuable cryptocurrency actually is with his NFT sales. It proves he's coming around. Remember, I told you, of course, Trump and his family own Bitcoin. I would almost guarantee it. They just haven't disclosed it. Of course, they own cryptocurrencies, and proof in the pudding, he's selling his own today. That's all you need to know. So, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is the greatest fundamental technological innovation and inventive shift that we have ever seen in the history of money, currency, or even civilization empires. Kevin O'Leary, who I don't like at all, I think is a thug and always sounds like a pompous POS, is right about certain things. He said that regulators would be insane if they attempted to try to bypass Bitcoin technology and cryptocurrency, making us the least innovative and non-competing financial infrastructure in the world. He's right about that. Okay, and as I've said before, you always buy fear. Okay, just like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger tell you to buy when there's blood on the streets, buy when there's fear, buy when no one else wants a very valuable asset. The time's now. Honestly, Tesla stock's probably a really good buy here as well. It's come off like 45, 50%. This is a company that's not going to go anywhere. It's beaten up. Buy it when it's beaten up. Same reason you want to buy Bitcoin. But my point today is, I want you to get this through your head and realize, number one, you can do this. Number two, it's a very real possibility. Of course, not financial advice, not guaranteed. But you can, in my opinion, very easily take $50,000 and turn it into $5 million plus or more in the next few years. If you're positioned right now, that means you need a portfolio now. Okay, that means you need a one-on-one consult for you baby boomers out there. You got cash in the bank, you're sitting on 100 grand, you don't know what to do with. Or you're sitting on a home equity line and you've just got like free fiat doing nothing for you in an inflationary environment in your house. Then tap that. Take 50,000 out, build a little portfolio of cryptocurrency, pick the right positions, get involved in projects like Island Project. And again, the reason why Island Project and our private placement is so amazing, it's self-managed by experts. We've already done all the heavy lifting and work for you. We've made all the investments. We've gone through the regulatory red tape. We've done all the hard and dirty work. We're doing all the management. We turnkey everything. A lot of people don't know this because you need to ask us more questions. You need to reach out to my team, but none of our investors pay property taxes or insurance on the portfolio. My management company does it on your behalf. We also have no debt and leverage. That's actually made island project construction more difficult to start with in terms of setting up a foundation for the project and for our 1000X blueprint, because dude, we're using cash, no debt. And I did that for a reason, to protect our investor groups and myself and everybody from what I knew was going to happen. An engineered credit collapse, bank runs, capital controls, a media-inspired crypto winter, like we just talked about, so that they can consolidate, regulate, and then push everything to new all-time highs and make the institutions richer. You know, make Goldman Sachs richer, make Jamie Dimon richer, make JP Morgan Chase richer, and make you broke. And that's what they do time immemorial. This is why we're leading into socialism here in the United States. It's why we're leading into UBI. All of this is very obvious with any of you out there that have eyes to see and have ears to listen. So my point being, get ready this year. Understand what I'm telling you is the truth. You know, I saw a comment yesterday. People were like, and I enjoyed hanging out with you yesterday. I try to entertain you too, obviously. I'm floating around in the pool, but I thought it was a good conversation because, you know, it helps me to kind of think clearly and just relax with you guys a little bit. But one of you was asking, like, Christopher, all your homes keep getting nicer and nicer and nicer. I see you really growing, not just within yourself, but also obviously you're having financial success. So again, the proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a guy who's out of shape, you know, selling you supplements. Okay. Number one, I'm in shape. I'm financially in shape. I'm physically in shape. My portfolios are in shape. Island Project is in shape, positioned 1000X. And there's a reason why we've launched in this environment to build the #1 turnkey product in the world for the blockchainification of real estate, of fractional ownership with no debt that's being tokenized into a multi-billion-dollar blockchain technology that's filed as a non-registered security with the SEC and has already gone through all the red tape for you on your behalf, and then self-manages the portfolio and the real estate asset class for you, pays you dividends and capital gains. You get a W-9 each year. You get access to properties at incredible discounts. You're part of our tokenized community. You get our Jeeps. Private planes are coming very, very soon, certain points within the country. Easiest places, again, like I was talking yesterday, will be Los Angeles, and also places like Seattle. That's an easy run out here to Maui. But geolocational diversification and planning as we expand the portfolio out. And then, of course, tokenizing the blockchain technology. So the easiest way, in my opinion, and it sounds like a sales pitch, but it's not, it's the truth, is just join us with $50,000, okay? In a self-managed investment, not financial advice and not a solicitation. Read my terms and disclaimers on my website and just get into it. Get into it. Let us do it for you. If you don't want to do that, then my other recommendation is you go spend the millions of dollars. You go out and deal with regulators. You hire teams. You do the payroll. You do all that kind of stuff. You put in the 10,000 plus manpower hours and grow your own expertise, and you do what we're doing. You do what I'm doing. Those are the two options. So build a portfolio now. Exercise, okay, and execute on this holiday special promo today. Gift it to yourself, gift it to a loved one. How you do that is simple. There's links here and down here. Or you can manually go to islandprojectclub.com. That's islandprojectclub.com. Click the link. It's a $1 reservation, $1,500 one-time fee. Then you'll book a call with me for 30 minutes. We'll go over a portfolio breakdown. You get all of our videos, all the extra content, the blockchain roadmap. It's also a level up and helps you get into the private placement if you want to go that direction. But a lot of people dollar cost average, for example, into the private placement, coming in with more money as they see what we've been doing and building out, and we're earning and building trust. Now, again, the next major multi-billion dollar innovations are coming from this crypto winter. So this is actually the time to position. I said this weeks ago, you're going to find out who's strong and who's an illusion. Okay? Who the real ballers are and the real diamond nuts are, and all the people that are just lying scumbags, okay, like SBF. the ones that they put on Fortune and Forbes. That's why you'll never see me on Fortune or Forbes, because we're real. We're the real deal, guys. So anyways, I love you. Whether or not it's Donald Trump going all in with NFTs, okay, or it's institutional investor money going all in right now. Who do you think's buying your crypto bags right now? Institutions, sovereign wealth funds, governments, the government, central banks. They're the ones winning here. And they're taking over the assets. What do you think they're doing with FTX? They're going to take over all of FTX's assets and put it in its coffers. Just like they did with the collapse of, what was the first exchange there? Mt. Gox. They took all the Bitcoin and held it to themselves, and then they bartered it off piecemeal to major investors, billionaires like the one gentleman who's calling for 250,000 Bitcoin. And they sell it to those guys cheap, Tim Draper. Well, they make you pay for the high prices a year from now. So when Bitcoin's soaring and cryptocurrency's soaring and Island Project is soaring next year, in 2023, and the narrative starts shifting and economists and Forbes and Fortunes, is this cryptocurrency bull market for real? Coming from the cryptocurrency ashes. And then you're going to see new people with their faces on Forbes that they're propping up. That'll be the real deal at that time. That's going to be the next Amazon Google run. Okay, so that's where we are now in terms of the up and down laddering system of where we are from the nascent stages of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, from the Genesis block that DARPA launched, and then open sourced it privately to Silicon Valley to put it out to private developers, to the pump dump, okay, and then consolidation regulatory phase that we're in. The next pump will be the real one. That'll be the sustainable one that leads us into the next decade. Like, are you seeing what they're doing with AI and metaverse technology right now and all this stuff? Like, I'm not saying I like all the new technology, but like what they're doing is incredible. Deep fakes. There's going to be a total new layer on reality of AR and virtual reality and, augmented reality type technologies. All this will be integrated into every aspect of your life. Entertainment, movies, sporting events. The list goes on and on, not just economies and currencies. So this is the reset. This is the actual reset. Notice inflation hasn't calmed down either. I told you it wouldn't. That's the reset, guys. The reset is just, inflate everybody out and transfer all the wealth and then move to the new system, which is what I'm telling you the new system is today. So get into the new system. Realize knowledge is power, but the execution of knowledge is power. Not just the knowledge, the execution of it, and the advisement of it, and the mentorship of it. So that's my offer today. I want to see you there. islandprojectclub.com. Get into the holiday promo code. That's islandprojectclub.com, where you just click the links here and it'll automatically go there. Very easy. Click that. Register before we sell out. I noticed that we had already got a couple beeps over there, a few registrations while this broadcast was going. So there's not going to be enough spots left. There's only 25. Register, lock it, and load it with your pre-order. Pick your pre-order amount. If you want more time, do 3,000. That'll give you an hour. Okay, if you want more time, double it up. Okay, but it's 1,500 for 30 minutes. For all that and more, plus you get all my video updates, you see everything we're doing. I'm doing consistent content, and it's a one-time fee. I should probably turn it into a subscription, but I'm not this year. Okay, so it's just a one-time fee to get in. So make sure you do that. Like and share this video. You just heard the truth about the cryptocurrency apocalypse and the next secular bull market that they're launching now. And they're going to rip your face off with new price gains, new all-time highs. And you're going to see from the wreckage and from the cryptocurrency recession that we're in, or winter, or whatever it is, turn into the biggest secular bull market, multi-trillion-dollar, 100x, 1,000x trend of the future, of which the mainstream media once again will pump hard hitting it in all of your faces. But what they're going to do this time is steal your Bitcoin and take all your valuable crypto so that you capitulate and get out. And they're going to give it to themselves and institutions and consolidate the whole industry to make themselves rich. This is why the rich always get richer. This is why you lose. This is why the little guy loses. And, call me the Paul Revere in the cryptocurrency world, or who's the other guy my dad says that I am, with the arrows, the Robin Hood, so to speak. But I want to make all of you guys rich. Okay, I want to empower you with the tools of liberty and freedom and the capital as tools to go out there and change the world and better yourself in a very damaging and difficult and challenging environment of a total economic financial collapse, reset, again, bank runs, loss of petrodollar hegemony, World War III, economic ruin, which is basically already here and will continue to play out in the coming years. So I love you. God bless you. Jesus Christ is King. Want to see you at school? Throw some freaking X, baby! Throw some freaking X, baby! Do the freaking mo, baby! I'm approaching club.com, baby! Want to see you there? God bless. Hard hitting and in your face. Links here, 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 here. Want to see you there.